thought to myself, let me share with you how I record interviews, why I record it in a certain way, and a little bit about my workflow. So you get a bit of an understanding of how I operate, or how I think anyway. So I was having a cup of tea, which is horrible, because I'm replacing my sugar with erythritol. It's not the one. It's not the one for tea anyway. It's alright for coffee, but for tea, I'm not digging it. So if anyone's got a better suggestion, because I like my tea, but I want to reduce my sugar, you've got a suggestion, yeah, I'll listen to it. Anyway, going back to the interview. I'll do my interview. It's always a little bit long. So what I do is I try to get footage from training, or fight footage if I've got it, and I try to mix it in. Fight footage is always a little bit dodgy. Unless they're fought on one of our shows, I don't always know if the promoter is comfortable with me sharing that footage. So unless I filmed it myself, I generally wouldn't use it. So I will stick to what I've got. So hence the reason why when I go and see someone, I want to try to get a couple of rounds of them either doing pads, sparring, something, just to mix up the flow of the interview. And also it gives a nice snapshot of what that person's like. So I'll give you an example. I did Charlie Howard's one and I finished it. That's going to go live. I don't know what the time is, but in a couple of hours maybe, if it's not live already. It'll go live in a couple of hours. And there's a nice bit with him in the gym and he's interacting with Bradley and Rory, and it's really nice. So you just chuck in little bits of that in the interview. The other bit that I like to do is I like to cut out my bit. I'm generally not on camera, but you can obviously hear me talking, and I like to take those bits out so they're not in the video. So all you see is, for example, in this one, Charlie just speaking, and I prefer those because I prefer it to be about the fighter. I'm not a big fan of the interviewers who overpower the interview, where it's more about the personality of the interviewer rather than it is about the fighter. There is a space, there is certain types of interviews that you do where it is about the host needs to be a bit fun, needs to have a bit of personality to bring the audience in. But your long form interviews, I don't think it works as well. It needs to be about the person that you're speaking to. It's not an opportunity for the interviewer to be sharing their life story. So for example, if I'm chatting to Charlie Howard, no one really needs to know what my day's been and my shitty sugar that I put in my tea. No one needs to know that. No one cares really. So it's about the person that you're interviewing. So then that's what I do. So I'll take the interview, stick it into Premiere Pro is what I use, and I chop out all the bits that I talk in. Then I overlay the B-roll, you can call it, right? The bit of clips that I've got, take a little bit of here, take a little bit, and then spread it along the interview. So it kind of breaks up the flow of the interview a little bit. Then what I do, let me see if I can open this up. It mashes up the light on my face, right? So forgive me for that. Oh, can I change the camera around? I can't, innit? I can't change the camera around. I wanted to show you guys the... Anyway, I'll try my best to show you this. So basically, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that. Those are all the clips that I've taken out from... So I don't know if that's worked on it. If it hasn't, I'll have to record this again. Those are all the clips I've taken out from Charlie Howard's interview that I'm now going to post onto Instagram and YouTube. Instagram and YouTube, both of them allow me to schedule the video. Facebook does as well. TikTok also does it. So pretty much majority of the social media platforms will let me schedule those videos. So I will now schedule those videos over the next 3 to 6 months. So if you imagine, let's say that interview with Charlie, if you take all my bits out, it goes from 42 minutes to about 35 minutes. So it reduces the time. It's one of the reasons why I like to take my questions out. What it then does is it gives me all the answers that Charlie's given me. I can take those into clips and then I can put those clips out onto social media. Because the idea is this: if I've spoken to Charlie now and I've had a conversation with him for about 35 minutes and he shared some really nice, wonderful bits of information, I want to get it out to everyone. I want people to see it. I want people to connect and engage with him. So if I'm not sharing it out there, if people aren't seeing it, then it just fades into the history. Like it's just sitting there doing nothing. So the long video goes out, and then all the little answers and the clips that I really enjoy, I pull them out and I post them. I'll post them on Instagram and I'll post them onto YouTube. And I schedule them for however long I can schedule them. I think Instagram you can only do like, say, 8 weeks or something. But on YouTube you can schedule for a year. So for example, those, by the time I get finished with those, it'll probably be over the course of the next 5 months. Every week a video will go out about Charlie Howard. So then I'm promoting Charlie. I'm getting people to engage with Charlie. I'm getting people to see Charlie in a different light as he progresses. So now when I visit him again, I'm looking to take out updates from the last time we spoke. What's happening in the next last fight? What's happened there? Let's watch that fight back. And you start building a story about the fighter. This is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. I just want to get to as many people as I can. So then, obviously, when I was at KO Gym, I've got Ronnie and Dragos as well. So I'm planning to go to as many gyms as I can get to, or do something similar. Because it's not about just one interview. It's about having a campaign in terms of promoting fighters. Like, I don't care where these guys fight. They can fight on our show. They can fight on CFS. They can fight in MTG. Fight wherever they like. I don't care. But if I've told you a story, I want to put it out there. I want people to know what you're about, because the next time I see a fight card that's got Charlie Howard on it, I want to watch it. I want to see what he does, because he's explained to me what he thinks and how he fights and the mentality. I know what's going through his head. It makes that fight that much more exciting for me. And it's the same for when Dragos fights. It's going to be the same when Ronnie fights. Now, I've seen Ronnie fight a few times, but I've never interviewed him. Now I've interviewed him. Like, I'm his fan now. I want to watch him again, and I want to watch him fight again. And I can't wait for his next fight. So again, this is what I'm talking about. How Ronnie's fighting. Maybe I mixed the fighters up. Anyway, this is what, I'm just sitting there remembering stuff. Yeah, that's what I do. Things come into my mind and now I've got an idea. Anyway, it's about, for me, telling stories. It's about telling stories about fighters, and it's about taking that story and being strategic with it and building a presence for every single fighter that I interact with. And I'm sharing this because I'm hoping that someone hears this and duplicates what I do. Go ahead and do it. If you're at a gym, go interview your fighter and do exactly what I do. You can put yourself on camera if that's what you want to do, go for it. But then take those clips, share them out. It's not going to cost you nothing, right? But it helps promote your fighters, it helps promote the sport, the discipline, helps promote their sponsors or whatever it is. It all helps. Anyway, I'm out. It's a long video. I apologize. Take care. Speak to you soon.